Good morning. I'm the Abundance Oracle, and I am here on day 9 of the Economic Ninja Challenge for me to create videos for people. All right, let's get into it. So the title of today is Money, Money, Money Everywhere. How do you find it? All around you. So, welcome if this is your first time visiting with me, and if not, then a little bit of my story might be repetitive. I was an investment broker, stockbroker, we used to call it back then, and I sold for one of the largest companies in the United States. I did very well, and I left and retired earlier. So now I'm not working for a company. I'm working for myself off of the money I saved and the interest off of and dividends and things off of what I purchased while I was there. Okay, so let me just start right off. I'm going to be reading a little bit today because I have a whole list of ideas for you. Okay, can you see me? Let me just make sure that you can see me. Okay, so hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, currently I'm in and started out in my summer house, starting to make a little extra money. And that's when I started to call it a side hustle. I originally I purchased 50 houses slowly year over year and getting renters and renting them out. And then I sold them all off and I got some commercial properties, triple net. So there wasn't a lot to do except to have a handyman and fix up some of the stuff. So currently, while I'm at my summer home, I'm looking around and I'm saying, I'm addicted to making money. So I think, boy, I could rent out some of this house here. I have a little, it was servants' quarters in the basement. And it's a walkout basement. It's actually very nice because right outside there's a water view. So I said, it's just sitting down there. I'm going to take and rent it out. So I put an ad in Craigslist, which, by the way, is the #1 rental agency in the United States. So I got Jack, and Jack has been there now 4 years. It is a 1-bedroom. It has its own washer, dryer, and a kitchenette. So that's worked out really well with Jack. He has his own pathway in, his own door in. I built him a little patio there so he can sit outside and read and look over the water. Now I said, boy, I wonder if I could rent my guest house out now. So then that was the next thing I did. So I got some more renters for my guest house. And then, I'm so addicted to this stuff. And then I said, Airbnb. I can leave my house for 8-10 weeks out of the year in the summertime, and I can rent it out to an Airbnb it. It was a learning experience, but I thought, okay, I can do this. So my first summer, I made $60,000 for 10 weeks, and I didn't rent it all those 10 weeks. So I said, this is pretty good. How about I live in the right side of the house, which has a fireplace, a bedroom, the master bedroom, a bathroom, a living room, my own sunroom, and a bird watching room. And what connects me to the other part of the house is a kitchen. And the other side has its own entrance. You go up to a living room and an entertainment area, a fireplace, and you have staircase to go upstairs. And upstairs, there's 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. So I said, okay, I'll rent out 2 bedrooms, and they can each have their own private bath. So I did that. Now, my daughters bedroom is on the first floor next to my bedroom. So I asked her, I said, I'll make you a deal. You let me rent out your bedroom, I'll give you half the income. She had to think about it a little bit and said, okay. So right now, currently, the way I have it set up, now this didn't happen fast overnight, right? So it's taken me a couple years to get this all in a working system, so to speak. So it now pays for itself. It pays for the whole house. So as soon as it started to pay for all the mortgage and everything, I said, boy, I think I'll go buy a Florida house. So I did that. And it just so happens the Florida house I bought before all the prices went up. So if I take and rent it out, I actually earn double the amount that the mortgage is. So I've been very lucky in life, I think. So that's what I do now. But side hustles, that summer rental house for me is what started this whole side hustle thing out. Because upstairs on the second floor, I have a big bank of closets, and my kids have stuff. I can't even tell you stuff. And I'm sure if you have children, their closets have not just clothes, but stuff in there. So as they're already now out and on their own, I said to them, can we take and empty out those closets? And I will manage to get rid of the things that you allow me to get rid of. And I'll put it up on Poshmark or eBay and give you all the money back from whatever I produce for the sales. Because they would have just gotten rid of it and given it away anyway. So Poshmark, so consider that. That's an idea. And they were making, doesn't all sell at once. It's a slow sale, just so you know. For the last 5 years, they've made about $1,000 each per year off of my helping them out. Hold on, I'm just going to try and fix this a little bit here. My new little gadget to try and hold things up. All right, so that's an idea. The other thing we did about that is when they were on teams, on cheerleading teams, everybody had, even SMU had a lost and found. And after a month or two of things sitting in lost and found, they give them away, go to a place and just donate it or throw them out. Sometimes they didn't even go and donate it because it was too much trouble for them. So at the gyms, we often got the ability to look through stuff and take what we wanted on the day before or the night before they were getting rid of their stuff. So that goes on Poshmark too. I have friends who always say, oh, I want to clean out my closet. I say, oh, save anything that you're going to donate or give away and let me go through it first because I have to keep a certain quantity on Poshmark for the girls because they're now considered a Poshmark ambassador because they've done enough sales. Okay, and I got one of my girlfriends last week gave me like 20 new with tags pair of pants. Unbelievable. Okay, so here we go. Hold on, I'm going to check my notes so I don't miss anything for you. Oh, yes. Besides renting the house out and the guest cottage out, I thought of, but haven't gotten around to that yet, renting out a garage spot. Like maybe somebody has a very good golf cart. We live near a golf course. Maybe they want to rent out a little, part of the garage for the golf cart. All right. And I don't have a garage now, but that was something I was contemplating. And a lawn spot. I have a friend in Texas who I said, you've got such a big property. Why don't you let somebody pull their boat up and park it there for the winter? You could get, money for that, extra money. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. What about building a vegetable garden? The price of food is so much lately. If you have open space, you can get a vegetable garden and work on that. The stuff you don't use, maybe have a little stand out there, or have it get chickens. The eggs last year, this is now November 2024, since 1 year ago, the eggs are up 166% in cost. And I'll tell you, beef, and I keep looking at the futures prices, 6 months down the road when they process through. So food is going to be going up, I'm going to say, significantly. So that might be a great idea for you. Some people have goats. Now, that's like for me, that's a little bit of a press. So I sort of travel in the cold weather. I go down south. But maybe some people, you would have the environment that it's not too cold. And then you can get milk and make some fresh, wonderful cheese, yogurt. So much healthier for you than what you buy in the big box grocery stores. Okay. I don't want to get anybody mad. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk like that. Oh, okay. Let's say you have a big wooded lot. Why don't you go around your wooded lot and the trees that have fallen down, slice them up and run them through a splitter, I think they call it. And you can get your own firewood for your fireplace or sell the firewood. At our Stop and Shop near us, a little teensy, it's not even a bag, it's like a bundle of maybe 7 pieces. They sell for $7.99. That wouldn't even be one slice. You'd probably get, from one slice of a tree, you'd probably make $20 at least. And think of how long a tree is. That's a lot of money. Okay, especially if you have a husband that can do the work for you. That's good. All right. Have you gone up in your attic lately to see if there's any stuff in the attic that you could sell that you don't use? I have to admit, I have quite a bit, and I just don't go up there very often. Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and there's some local like yard sale places, and they also advertise on Facebook too, I think. But you can make that as easy as possible for yourself. I know that people have a hard time getting rid of like those old china cabinets, the big stuff. So that might not be what you want to focus on. But some of the little trinket things, I don't know what they're called, that you used to put in cabinets, curio cabinets and stuff like that, sell for quite a bit. And if you have sets of plates, not even the full sets, if you have some good plates, but maybe it's only 1 or 2 you inherited from your grandma or something, there's a website called Replacements. I think it's replacementswith.com. And you can go on there and you'll put in what brand you have. Like I have an unused for 20 years now, a place setting for the Spode Christmas tree for $50. Who is going to use that? But it's upstairs. It's in a heavy box. I mean, people will use this stuff. Okay. And buy it. You'd be surprised. Some of the stuff that was like, I had a M.A. Hadley plate that you thought would, who's going to have that, use this? And they sell for quite a bit of money, especially if it's the original ones and not the ones they make now. So you might have treasures up there that you don't even realize. Okay. How about to lend your husband or boyfriend out to do handyman work? That is like really needed, especially if you're a single woman. So that's an idea if he's willing to do that a little bit. Okay. Now let me see. Let me just keep going. I have like a whole bunch here. Well, okay, I'm going to stop here. It's like 15 minutes already. I could go on and yabber and yabber. If you've watched me now, you can see how long my stuff goes. But coming up this coming week is going to be a video I'll do on annual goal planning because you're coming to the end of the year, and with my kids, I always did annual goal planning in November. So if you're like us, this is around the time of year to do it, and we'll talk about kids, goals, etc., on the next video. Come back. Thank you for coming back for today, and we can chit-chat again. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.